Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Greenleaf, Season 2, Episode 4, Revival. Let's get into it. Cut it out.
Yeah.
Better get it, Mary.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
We getting Jesus into me.
Yeah, get that spirit right now.
Hey. God is good all the time.
All the time.
God is good.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey.
That really brought the lights.
The spirit is in the building.
What's up, y'all? My name is TK Trinidad. Thank you for rocking with us. This is Episode 4. Let's introduce the host. Let's get into it.
My name is Shaka Smith. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Shaka Strong.
And my name is Raquel Harris. You can find me on all social media at Raquel Harris TV.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nakia Monet, and you can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
Why do I feel like we all like... All right, Shaka. Shaka has brought us a guest, y'all. First, let's say praise the Lord for Shaka. Shaka's blessed us again with his presence, so thank you. And he's brought us a guest.
Well,
so-
we are blessed with the presence of Ben Patterson, who played Noah from last season, an actor, musician, and all-around badass.
Hey, whoa, all around.
Hey, with his Oakland shirt, he's
With
repping.
my Oakland
yeah.
shirt.
He's out here.
So where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Benjamin Patterson all day, and on Twitter at Ben Just Creates.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
I stalked you a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Then you know.
the baby's cute.
Oh.
He was about to go like, and then he's like, oh, but
You stalked me.
he was gonna get ready to like, okay.
I was ready to like, no, it's not really what happened.
Well, that's what happened.
Yes. He's saying Dada now.
Oh, nice.
That's what I do.
Was that the first word?
No. His first word was awa.
Awa.
Yeah,
Okay.
water.
Okay.
Wow.
So is he doing like a bilingual thing or? Oh no.
Okay.
That's
I was
the
like,
best
he
way
just
to
came
do
up
At
with
first I was
that.
like, oh.
It's like, so your baby's a genius.
Right. Ben just creates.
He's just like, well, I'm online and I was wondering how to say water.
Right.
To be special.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have any questions for her? You just want to get into the?
Yeah,
Let's get into
yeah.
that. So much.
Ooh.
Yes.
Juicy.
So much.
Such
to
a
get into.
good episode.
So I figured I'll just go like relationship by relationship so we can kind of get it in because I think somebody got in us because we missed a relationship or we talked too long about certain relationships. So I got y'all. I read the comments. We're gonna time it so like 2-3 minutes. Get the
Per
buzzer going.
relationship. Get it
Per
going.
relationship. So first, Charity and Jabari.
Oh.
That's just.
I mean, I feel like this episode we kind of saw where their relationship was gonna go. I mean, I feel like it was either one or the other. I don't think.
Well, we still don't really know that it's going anywhere, right?
Well, Charity
mean,
hopes it's going
I was
somewhere.
gonna say,
Right.
I think Charity has high expectations, and I think she likes Jabari a little bit. So you've seen a little flirting here and there, but I think, unfortunately, Charity's gonna either get her heart broken again, because I feel like Jabari's gonna hit her with a, by the way, can I get Kevin's number?
Right.
I'm just saying.
I was, you know what?
Yes, I'm
you know
just-
what?
and
It wouldn't be that far fetched.
Yeah.
I'm just
Wouldn't be that
saying. So
far-fetched.
I feel so bad because she has these high expectations, and
Right.
I'm like, baby, come, no, I feel like you're gonna get your feelings
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah.
So
And you know she likes him because she Jabari.
Jabari.
Oh, Jabari.
Yeah.
Jabari called. Jabari just sent this over to
But
me.
she
Jabari
also has that commonality of being up on stage with her.
Yeah.
So that's like
Yeah.
something that Kevin could never give her.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's just like, oh, this is like it. Like, this is the
Absolutely.
one. And
But do you
Yeah.
think that she likes him, or do you think it's because of her situation with Kevin that's pushing her somewhere else? Like, say, you're in a job, right? You don't really like the job because something bad happened. So now you're going and looking for another job, but you wouldn't have looked for another job if your other job, you weren't having problems at that job.
I think it's a little bit of both. I feel like it has to be a little bit.
Because
of
when
both.
Kevin took his shirt off, I was like, girl,
Kevin, when Kevin took his pants off, I was like, oh, okay, that's.
I'm so mad because everybody we rewinded like.
We did rewind it.
oh, really? I need to rewind again. Are we doing the snaps?
I was like,
Saturday
yes.
rewind.
The rewind, the pause.
Oh my.
We didn't pause.
Well, so
Don't lie.
so the
Don't
stereotype
lie.
is,
We didn't.
so the rumor is true.
I'm gonna go with Kiki on that one with Jabari. I'm gonna go with that.
I think that's
Yeah,
what
I
it is.
like that.
And I think that because she has these high expectations, she's kind of pushing Kevin away a little bit. Because
Kinda.
She's definitely pushing him away, and I think she thinks that her and Jabari are going to work out.
Because the unknown always represents that thing that
better
could
thing.
be the better
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
and my heart's gonna break for her. Not saying I know this is gonna happen, but I just feel like,
I'm just glad they're co-parenting well. Like it's
so
you know,
far.
yeah, so far.
So far.
Yeah, I
baby's
don't.
new.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I like that she's being honest with him about how she feels. I mean, when they had their, you know, intimate moment, she was just like, I can't, you know, it's just not working for me anymore. And I like that she was
Should we
raw
dive
about
into
it.
that?
She's not even trying. Yeah, we can.
I'm gonna go with you on that one.
Look, she's not even trying.
She's
Yeah.
not trying.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. I said, you know, the thing about Charity, I would say Kevin at least is trying. So this is my thing with Charity. I'm like, either you're gonna stay in this marriage and you're gonna try, or you're just gonna say I can't do it, and we.
Which
have
is
to,
what she did.
Which she
Right,
did.
and
but
that's-
now she's like, let's figure it out. Either you're gonna just get the divorce, do it.
Yeah.
Don't play games.
Right.
Just do it, or you're gonna either you're gonna work with your husband and be like, either my husband's bisexual.
But what she can't help if she's not attracted
No,
to it though.
true.
Like that's the only thing. Like
Yeah.
I understand like playing devil's advocate between Charity or with her feelings. If she's not attracted to that, then she's just not attracted. And like that's where I felt for her in the sense. And then on top of that, you have to understand too that he's still lied to her about the entire situation from the
yeah.
jump. So she's probably hurt in a lot of different areas. So I mean,
I don't know if she's not attracted to him so much as she's like thinking about Jabari.
Yeah.
I think she's.
I
Like,
think
oh,
it's both. I
yeah.
think for her, it's more of like the trust because she felt like Kevin went behind her back with the whole I'm on. Even though he didn't take it a step further and go on a date, well, kind of, and had sex. Kind of went on a date.
right,
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, when you talk to a lot of people who have been cheated on, they'll say it's not the fact that they cheated, it's the lying.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
think that it's Jabari, but I also think it's the trust now with her and Kevin.
Yeah,
Right.
but she's not even trying. This is the thing. She's not even trying. So
I wish
like
she would
you
try
want,
more.
yeah, you're like, okay, well, I don't want to have it. They didn't do counseling.
Right.
Like they didn't do any of the stuff that, especially being a pastor's or bishop's daughter, and like growing up in the church. Not to say that you know you have a whole set of different rules, but at least kind of because if you start saying, oh well, we are divorced, that's the first thing people are gonna say. Did you do counseling?
Right.
Like you know what was wrong with the relationship?
She hasn't done any
She hasn't
of those
she hasn't done
steps.
any
And
of it.
he's doing some steps.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing the whole drinking the juice.
But see, that's where I feel like it's like
that's
it's
awful.
it's hard. Yes, it's like what are we
horrible.
talking? Yeah, it's like, but you have to beg the question: is it nurture versus nature of why is he staying with her because he loves her and he's been with her for so long,
Right.
Or is it because he's just
I mean, but during that scene, like the love scene, I believed it. Like,
Yeah.
I felt
That
the
he wanted her.
Well,
sincerity
that's his
coming
wife.
from the.
I feel like you've made a child with this person. You've spent so
Well,
many
I mean,
years.
child is.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but there's so many different levels to love, and I feel like if she, as a woman, is not sexually attracted to a man who's attracted to men, or possibly maybe
Right.
bisexual, she can't turn that on that way. So for me, it's like I can't be mad at Charity for not being sexually attracted to this man who may have feelings in whichever way. It doesn't matter. But I mean, I just think
Right.
you can't blame her for feeling that way.
But
Then
I
you're
just don't
still talking about love.
But yeah, as a love triangle expert, do you think?
Right.
Yeah.
Noah. Right.
Yeah.
Do you think she's giving it a chance? Like, should she be giving it more of an effort at this point?
I feel like she could do more.
Yeah.
He's I feel like is taking the steps, or at least even if they're baby steps, he's taking some version of I'm going to try to make this work, and she can at least meet him halfway.
Yeah.
Because if she's doing that and nothing works, then then maybe they do take that extra step.
Right.
But also, if she's going to break it off, break it off. But she
That's
has
how
the
I
whole
feel.
Yeah,
she has the whole
exactly.
family image thing to
Exactly.
deal with, and
So,
it's like
Yeah.
it's
Well,
in
now
her
she's gonna have
head.
to explore her own sexuality.
Right, because
Exa- Mama gotta be happy too.
That's what I'm saying. You can't.
Jody.
Mama gotta have a life too, Jody.
Done.
No, but I totally agree with you. You know, I feel bad, but it's like either Charity, you just gonna go in and meet this man halfway,
Right.
Because Kevin is trying. I don't know. I know he loves her. He's really trying, but
But I think her not breaking it off immediately is for him, not for her.
Mm-hmm.
I think because she said unless you want to,
Right.
essentially you
Right.
want to come out, then you can call it
true.
what it is.
He's like, no. Chill out, Charity.
Yeah. So essentially, Charity needs Jesus. Let's move on. Lady Mae and Pastor Jacob. Ooh, just too much drama on
That was
this.
a good
Too much
one.
tea.
I like that he just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in my notes I was like, ooh, Lady Mae got into some dirt.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
something.
Yeah.
I just love Lynn Whitfield. She's such an amazing actress.
She is. Can we talk about that intro into the episode though, with the fast forwarding of the maids and everybody moving behind? I was like, the cinematography is amazing.
Yeah,
And,
beautifully done
and it was
Beautifully done
and it was
episode.
very theatrical because we had Bishop coming in and singing, and they were like talking, and I was like, okay, I'm living in this moment.
And I caught the East Coast version of Own Tonight, and so it turned out Lynn Whitfield stood there for 6 minutes.
Wow.
It wasn't like as they did, and they sped up everyone around her.
She's so
That's
great.
amazing.
She's so great.
Yeah, she embodied that entire scene.
I'm like, Lady Mae got some drama about to.
I know. It's so messy.
Now, Pastor Jacobs, his son is going to be moving in to help with that whole scenario.
Who's son?
Pastor Jacobs.
Yeah.
Lionel. See, now, right. I'm like, now did Lady Mae have a baby?
Well, that's my question. But we have to figure that one out. 'Cause, I mean, 9 months is a
That's
long
deep.
time to like disappear.
Yeah.
Right.
And
But
she's
we don't
already
know.
married, though.
Yeah.
But we
But
don't know if she.
she-
I went to a convent to go do some work in the Philippines.
Because she feels so nervous.
It's a lot.
Philippines.
She feels the Philippines.
Laos.
She feels so nervous that Aaron is here and that Aaron is staying, and she's like, "Why are you staying?"
Yeah, like-
and I'm like, "Is this a baby that you had and gave to Lionel and said, don't come back here with my
Yeah,
second
because
baby?"
that's a weird. Unless he was a boy at the time and remembers her being there, like.
Because she feels really uncomfortable that
With the son.
his son is staying.
I don't think.
And
I don't,
replace
I
him.
definitely. Maybe the boy thing, but I don't think that she carried him and then.
Kind of look alike.
What do you?
I tend to want to lean on that because the fact that maybe he was around because little kids will
remember.
recall
Yeah.
and be like, oh, wait a minute,
It was you.
Right.
is that who I think it is, Dad? And it'll just be another season.
Right. Another layer.
It's something. It's either he was around or because she's so uncomfortable,
Yeah.
not only just around Lionel but around Aaron.
Even
I'm
more
like,
so. Even more so around Aaron.
She can
Yes.
Lady Mae.
It's just too much going on.
All right.
It really is.
I'm like, don't be breaking my Bishop's heart.
I like the
I
quick
know.
reveals though. They're not dragging stuff
Yeah,
out. It's
right.
Like we know right away Lionel's the guy she cheated with years ago. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So obviously there's gonna be more to the story. An icon, Tim Reed.
I love Tim
Yes.
Reed. Shout out to Tim Reed.
Shout out.
I immediately was like, sister. Immediately. Because that's just in my mind. As a kid growing up,
The
I used to be like,
legendary
sister.
Tim
Yeah.
Yours.
All right. So Gigi and Mac.
Child.
She is on his
Wait.
heels,
I-
okay? And I know it's a lot, but at the same time, she's just so angry. And I understand because that's your sister. And that's really what is like fueling all of her fire, going to his house and talking to his dates.
Yeah.
She's waiting up all night after parties. That's what I'm
You gotta
laughing
be
at.
tired.
Like,
You gotta be tired.
but
She's
she's
losing
on a
some sleep.
mission.
She's
But I
just on,
also,
autopilot.
and I thought though that she was gonna end up getting the police, or Mac was gonna call the police on her because it is harassment. So,
Right.
I
But
mean-
he did.
He
No,
did.
that's-
No, but
that's
he
what
could
I'm
have had her
saying.
arrested, but he
Oh,
didn't do
yeah,
that.
Right,
'Cause of
right.
He
her
sent the
mom.
message.
I just
Yeah,
felt like
she
that
sent
was
the
gonna
message.
happen, and then it ended up happening, and then I was like, okay, well,
But
yeah, G.
but did you? I mean, to me, she looks so determined when the police had come in to talk to her.
Yeah.
As if like
She
I
knew
hear
it
what
was
you're
coming,
saying.
right.
Let me figure out how to go around this because
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna stop.
Right.
I will not
Let's
sleep.
talk this out.
Every date, I just loved it because like the date's getting in her car and she's like,
Yeah, do you know that
That's
he's a child molester?
that was,
But
the lady's like, what's happening now?
right. It's
See, the thing what she should have done is which kind of might have been creepy, but either take her license plate or followed her a
Oh,
little bit
right.
away.
Right.
So, because I understand for TV purposes it made sense, but in real life, if you're gonna do that,
No, but I think she wanted him to see her do that.
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
she
Well,
wanted
because
him
she
to
pulled the
know.
bat move last
Right.
year,
Yeah,
right?
the
So she's
Beyonce move, yeah.
I'm like, what is she gonna do next? Gigi's not
I
playing.
think she
Right.
wants him to know that I'm going to do this in front of you. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
The same way I have to live with this, you're gonna live with
And I
it.
just love how he hit her with, you say you're a Christian. Man,
I was like,
well, that's what you do.
Well, I mean,
that's
you're supposed to
right,
forgive.
absolutely.
you know.
You're supposed to forgive, but at the same time, you are contradicting yourself to the highest degree when you
But
tell another person.
Not unless he's now
Say if he's
True.
on the path.
True,
Yeah.
valid, but I
Yeah.
mean, I just feel like
not when he
Well-
had Lil Shorty up in his apartment, like, and he manipulating this young girl. Can I have some whiskey? No.
right. It's just
A predator. You're a predator.
yeah. Okay, you're a master manipulator.
And I would say, yeah, that Christian line hit me hard until I remembered like what he had done. And I
Yes.
was like,
Right.
oh, well, that's kind
And I get why he's saying it because you are supposed to forgive. But then you think about, like you
But
said,
what
the
have
crimes
you
that he's
done?
done. You're like,
Right,
bro,
right.
you want me to get that bad again?
Yeah.
Beat you
And
upside your head.
But
takes
what,
time.
but what would Jesus do?
beat him upside his nose.
Yeah.
No, but I do want Gigi to be careful because, like, the police say, like, we're here to protect you, and
Right.
he can
Because
turn
she
it all
could-
around.
He could lose it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because his
Could
clout is deep.
Lose it.
So I just want my girl to be
And
careful.
if it's just her and him on the street,
Exactly.
Who knows?
And he's not a
Who
big
knows?
fan of hers.
Yeah.
it's not.
And really, because I believe the cop had said, or he didn't press charges because of how it would affect the father.
Yeah, the mother
Or
and
the
father.
mother,
Yeah.
instead of just her and the family.
But
just-
at the end of the day, I think Mac knows that, like,
He knows.
there's something between Lady Mae and Gigi. So even if
Right.
she were to get arrested, Lady Mae would be like, okay, well, you came back here to cause trouble anyway.
True
story.
So
Right.
there is something, I don't know if he did that to threaten her, but
Right.
that's not much of a threat because
Right.
Lady Mae, I don't know, she won't care. Or,
Right.
I think she would care if Gigi got arrested.
I don't
though.
know.
Oh, for the church, she would care regardless. She's
okay.
gonna be like, this is
Right,
not-
for the
she's
deeper
like-
meaning.
She's like, you can't do this to the family.
Right.
Yeah.
It's still no matter what, it reflects back
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
church.
For that image.
so maybe
Right.
that's
The high
the
brought low.
the
Yeah, she didn't like that.
so another relationship, Triumph and Calvary.
Ooh, that's getting rough. See, when you start going to out-of-state attorneys to get permits pulled and they shut the power off and get a sump pump removed, and you're really trying to like derail this train.
It's a lot.
You
Even
know?
I feel like Bishop, because Bishop is still kind of wary that Basie is Daryl's son.
Right.
Because he keeps bringing that up. He's like, I only remember 2 girls. I don't remember
Right.
him even being in the picture.
Oh,
so
but maybe it's like a transgender thing.
Why?
Why not?
Mr.
That's
Basie.
too
I would
Why
just
not?
fall out. I mean,
And you're like, oh, hold on. What?
It's just too many. It's too many doors opening for me, and I'm like, I need one to close because I'm trying.
Yes, I was the daughter.
I was
and
the
I made a
second daughter.
change.
I mean, it almost makes sense.
It does. But-
They keep hampering on this 2 daughters.
yeah, because
Only
remember
2
when
daughters.
Basie said he spoke about his 2 fathers.
Maybe it was Tracy before.
Okay.
Tracy
Oh,
and Basie.
we're adding it in. This,
But Basie talks about his 2 dads.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's gonna come in because Basie's like, yeah, I had a father and then I had a dad who actually raised me. And Bishop's like, I don't remember this kid, so
Yes.
maybe he grew up with the stepdad. I don't know. But Bishop, I feel like is not gonna let up on that. And then they're getting the permits, and it's gonna be
And
a
then
war.
Tracy
Yeah.
comes out.
Tracy, guys, I'm
The
Tracy.
big reveal.
So do you guys think it's like a good idea for the, because this is not this happens on a regular basis, both in secular and I'm thinking in the churches as well. So do you think that it's a good move, or do you think it's going to backfire? Do you think it's going to look, it's obviously going to come out eventually,
Right.
but do you think Bishop will come up on top, or do you think Jacob will come up on top?
This one's tough.
Well, I
You
mean,
know?
in terms of delay, they'll be able to delay the construction. I
Right.
think so.
Yeah.
So,
But you can delay it for years.
yeah. So it sounds like they'll probably come out on top if they have the right attorney.
Yeah,
they get the
right.
right legal people.
the right details.
But at the
like-
same time, Basie does have a little street in him, so he might not take the legal route. He might go up to Bishop and
Bring
Something
back
to
to
take a different route. So you never
Go
know.
that legal way.
Because Tasha sounds like she's ready to go.
Oh gosh,
Tasha's
Tasha.
ready to ride for her man.
Okay.
She does a little shady though. She's cute though. She puts on that little smile
Yeah.
and she's like,
So,
Like everybody really in that church.
so we never know. There's some options on the table.
Oh boy. Okay, and Bishop and Lady Mae. I love that relationship.
I do too,
Yeah.
and I'm very happy that he's taking it upon himself to finally go to the hospital and really treat and understand his
treatment.
procedure,
Right. Yeah.
because that's
Medications.
also a light kind of shadowing or highlighting what it is like when black men have problems going to the doctor and stuff like that. So I'm
Prostate exam and everything.
Yeah, and that's something that's a huge
Why-
issue.
why-
with
why
black
are you
men.
laughing at me?
like prostate exam.
it's a big thing.
the guys
Right,
are
well,
not a
because
fan
last time it was the other keyword that set y'all off last week, and I was like, well, okay.
What was
well,
last
wait,
week?
which
I said erect, and everybody like went
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
All right.
Because we were talking about like if he can't
Kevin and
if he
Charity.
can't become stimulated,
Right.
and once I said erect, it was like over, and I was like comments.
God is good.
all the time.
Oh, Lord.
We're so stupid.
I don't even know what to say. Right?
No, I love their relationship, but I'm gonna be heartbroken when Bishop finds out about his good friend, because you can tell they have a really great relationship.
Right.
And his wife.
You smashed
and
the
even
homie.
though,
Wow.
You smashed the homie.
Oh,
That's what it's gonna
geez.
be.
Damn,
That's
son.
what it's literally. That's what I thought. Immediately.
You think the
She
bishop?
said that.
You think the bishop is gonna say you smashed
No,
the
Smashed the
homie?
homie?
no, transgender. We got transgender things happening. Everything's
No, the
pop-
fact that seeing Bishop say
you
smashed
smashed
the homie.
This older
Just gonna
man.
say it.
But literally, that's immediate. Like when I saw it, I was like, dang.
We gotta see if we can get him to just give us that
Just
line.
say
Right.
Like,
Right in his voice.
That's that voice.
I love his voice, but I'm gonna be heart because I love them together and I love Bishop. So.
I don't think they'll get. I think that'll be heartbroken, but I don't think they're gonna.
No,
leave
I
each
don't
other.
think they're gonna leave
Yeah.
each other.
But
It's just gonna
it's
be
been too
sad
long.
to see Bishop
The
heartbroken
beauty of that
because he really
relationship.
loves
Lady
Mae.
Mae.
Right.
And I feel like when it comes to men, to know that your friend,
Yeah.
like I feel like when it's women,
Ooh.
it's different. But when it's a man, even though they're older,
Right.
I feel like he's gonna have
But
some
can he-
resentment.
But here's my question: can he take real offense if he knows he was with the sister?
That is true. Oh,
you forgot.
True
Bam.
story.
Yes.
Was that confirmed though?
Enough for me.
Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
like. I mean, we don't know like to the extent.
I
but
mean,
enough
Bishop
for
and
me.
Oprah.
Yes.
Yes.
And he, yes.
Walking in the rain.
Right. Okay.
Shaka, you're so right.
so-
he can't
He
be,
can't.
but he will.
He will be.
He will.
be.
What would Jesus do?
But at the same time, I could always.
But
say
it'll be a superficial, like it'll blow over in a
Exactly.
day. It'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, you know what?
We love
It's
each
And
other.
they've probably been through so much
I
already.
smashed the homie too.
Yeah.
Right.
Please packet that and
Right.
that's
Hashtag Lady Mae smashed the homie.
Smash the homie. You smash the sister. Cool. We good.
Right.
Yeah.
We got everything in this.
20 years ago, we evened it out.
Right, right.
Let's go
We-
take over this church
Yeah.
across the
I'm
street.
mad. Not 20 years ago. We good. It's fine. We're done. We're doing our vows.
What I'm hoping though is because what it seems like Bishop got with the sister before he got with Mae. That's what
Right.
it seems like. But I want to know what happened in their relationship where Lady Mae
Right.
thought, or Lady Mae had the relationship with Pastor
Right.
Jakes.
What
Right.
brought that on?
Yeah.
Right, but brought that on. Was he traveling? Like, I kind of almost want to know that. Like, I definitely think it's not gonna separate them. But
yeah.
like, was he traveling?
Because
or
she
was he-
says, like,
Well,
you thought I would run away with
And then
you.
Right.
you were gonna come save me. So
Right.
something
So-
was happening where she needed to be saved at some
Right.
point.
So I
Right.
wonder if this when her and Bishop first started, or she felt like
Yeah.
she was trapped maybe, and
Yeah.
he felt like he was going to be the knight in
right.
shining armor.
Like maybe he had a
and-
bigger church and they were just starting
Right.
out, or
Yeah.
so
It could be. It's an open.
so much.
Yeah, this we
so
have to know.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sophia and Gigi. How's that
Oh, I
relationship?
love their relationship.
That was such a beautiful moment when
That
she got
baptism.
baptized
Oh, yeah.
because it takes one, you're older now, so you can make that executive
I
decision for
respect that.
yourself.
I respect
Yes,
that.
because most of us, I don't know about you guys, but I was baptized when I was an infant. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's not really a
I was
choice that you
baptized
make.
like 10 times.
Oh really?
Like, yeah.
They said, you just need it.
Yeah.
Well, you just need it.
Lay hands.
Come on, child.
Nah, because I mean, you know, this in the West Indian culture, there's like different churches. So there's
Oh.
like Catholic, Anglican.
Yeah.
So I did the baby thing, and then I did the Catholic thing and Catholic
Right.
church, and then I did like the grown thing. Like, all right, I need Jesus.
Right.
Let's do this.
And see, I want
So-
to do that too. So I really love that moment. And
Wait, so
I,
you want to do
I
that?
want to re-baptize myself.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because I mean, when you're an infant, like I
You
got
don't know.
baptized.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I want
You
to
don't
make the
know.
choice to give
Yeah.
my life to God, so or give
Oh,
my
I
life
like
to
that.
Jesus.
Package that too.
Package that.
Yeah.
Smash the homies. Give my life to Jesus.
Wrong package. Don't put them together. Though.
Right? I'm like, this is crazy.
Yes. Yes.
She was just listing the package. She was just listing them out.
No, but I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing
It
when
is.
you
It
can
is.
when you can
Yeah.
take the action yourself and say, no, I want to be knowledgeable of that experience and have that with you in your own memory.
I also love it because she's a teenager. She's
Yes.
a young lady. And you know, a lot of young
Yes.
kids, some, not all, they don't really have that mind. And you know, when her mom brought her back home,
Right.
she didn't really tell her daughter about her past, kind of, and that, you know, she wasn't part of the church life. So I love that to see this young high school girl that's like, you know what, I want to be baptized.
Yeah.
Especially at the point in the episode when it came, because like I felt like I was broken down, like everything was
Yeah.
breaking
Yeah,
down.
too
I was like,
much.
and then finally we had this beautiful moment. So it was perfect
Oh,
timing.
so
yeah.
And I like how she kind of really ignores everything negative that's going on too. Like
Right.
she's kind of forgotten about the boy situation. Like she just
For
moves
now.
on.
She's like, me and
Well, I mean,
Jesus,
for
we
now.
good.
Yeah. Okay, that's my man.
Yeah.
For real. But yeah, no, I'm loving. And then I also like the fact that she's learning a little bit more about Gigi too, with the whole girl group
Yeah.
that she used to have. Like that's it's just a nice mother-daughter moment. So.
Yeah, and did you see a little clip from
Yeah.
she's almost like counseling Gigi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to pray for you. So I love that the baby is like,
Getting
Mom.
that gift. Yeah, she's gotten
Yes.
the gift.
But I love their relationship. I think they have a great relationship. I think
Yeah.
their relationship is getting much better.
Yes.
So what do you think about Zora and Sophia's relationship? Because Zora only had like
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're setting they're setting them up to be like diametrically opposed.
Yes.
Here's a good girl,
Yeah,
and here's
and
the girl
here's-
off the rails.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she's gonna have to try to come in and save her, but will she drag her down with it?
Yeah,
agree.
I think in the end they're gonna still be as close as they always have been, and
It's
maybe
gonna
some-
take a minute though.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take a minute.
I think something traumatic will happen, and then Sophia's probably going to come in and be like, "Look, I don't want to do this with you anymore. Nothing negative. Like, let's have that relationship that we used to have, and
Right.
it'll be fine. Like, especially as they age, it'll be
Yeah.
better because they'll have a better understanding just
But
as
who-
they become adults."
To me, all bets are off. After Kevin and Charity like split, I was just like, oh, they're willing to just like ruin this for me, aren't
Right.
they? Yeah, so I don't even know.
yeah,
And then Bishop and Jacob, his son.
Ooh.
I just want them to hug.
I do too. No, when they saw that billboard though,
Oh,
that was
Billboard, shut it
hilarious.
down.
Jacob?
Right? He said, "Yes,
Yes,
it is.
that is my son."
That's my son."
He's like, where? Oh,
He
okay.
looked like he didn't even
Yeah.
know it was there himself. Like, oh,
I think
I
that's
don't
the first
think he
time
knew.
saw
Right,
it.
yeah.
Like, that was
Yeah.
a genuine like.
oh,
Okay, I'm not gonna look too shocked.
right.
Call so and so.
Right,
Get that
right.
thing burned down.
And it's funny that he told him everything else about like with Mac's situation, but didn't tell him about Jacob going to the
Right.
other church.
Yeah.
Which was interesting too. Like that's what he's more embarrassed by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so too. Like, I mean, it's your child. You want him to do. You want him to do the best, and you didn't see him being a pastor as his calling.
Mm-hmm.
Now he goes off and does that. And now, instead of going to another state, he does
Child.
He's across the street.
it across the
Right,
street.
right.
For the church that's trying to take you down.
Right.
Right. Meet you at the door. Right.
And we have another relationship we didn't really see, but obviously Gigi and Darius. And so I just my own
Look
personal
at your face.
my own question, and of course we don't really see
Yes.
much of it tonight, right? But
Yes.
my own question is for you: what would Noah think of Darius? What would his take be?
Yeah.
I think Noah would be more distrustful and protective of Gigi
Of
at the
family.
same time, just instantly, like right off the bat, like no,
Yeah.
I don't care. Whatever he says, if he brings chocolates, don't eat them.
Do you think he's good though? Would Noah think that he's okay or just bad for Gigi?
I think he would. I think he would want her to be happy,
Right.
and that's the gentleman way. But the history between them two is like, no, I don't even care if I'm maybe getting married, maybe not.
That's
Right.
not. It's not happening.
You ain't gonna have no boo.
That's my girl.
Oh.
So
Well, Noah, come back.
Yeah.
Come get it popping.
Hey,
come get it popping.
Come get it
poppin'.
popping.
Package
Right, right. Noah.
My life to
Hashtag
Jesus.
Noah. Keep it
Come
popping.
get it poppin'.
Come get it popping. Gigi's like, I'm waiting for you at the door.
hey.
Okay. For real. Package it.
Just package all
Right.
of it and
Yeah.
Just Raquel's packages.
just sit them talk. Really.
I love it.
TK's like, I'm done with you guys.
Right. Look, no. TK, no. You
TK
bring it every
Trinidad
single.
on every social platform. Benjamin Patterson all day.
I can't. TK's like, all right.
Okay. What I did notice is that Pastor Jacobs, he had a really interesting service. So he said, or sermon, he said,
Yeah.
Jesus comes back in threes, and everybody, when he came back, everybody was asleep.
Yep.
And now it's funny because like everybody had a different emotional reaction, but it feels like the person who had their emotional reaction thinks everybody else is asleep. So Lady Mae thinks that everybody's asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gigi thinks
Thinks
everybody's
everybody's
asleep.
asleep.
Bishop thinks, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like everybody can relate, but they think they're in that. They think they're in the
They
Jesus.
think they're the center.
Yeah, the center of it.
That's
So
kind of how like it is for I think all of us in life too, right? There are moments where we're like, no one understands, no one
Right.
gets me. But if everyone's feeling that way, it's sort of like, well, maybe I'm not being that person to understand for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was interesting to see Lady Mae crying as well and her taking in all that emotion.
Right.
I'm like, what are you thinking about, girl?
she needs to think about Jesus.
Well, well, the whole thing with the father that
Yes.
she's taken on, that
Yeah.
was, you know,
That was a lot.
I think she sacrificed a lot more that we don't know about.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe
True.
her own happiness, possibly.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
clearly with her father, I mean,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was just, yeah.
she's literally sacrificed all of her happiness.
And, but maybe with, you know, maybe she should have run off with this guy.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe
and-
something was happening that
Yeah.
we don't know
Yeah.
yet. I hope that does come out.
It is interesting, like especially in the Black community, you have like when you talk about psychologists or talking to people, like that's frowned upon.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see that, like other than Kevin, everybody else that's because
Yeah,
everybody.
they're not even trying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody clearly needs to talk to somebody, and you know, it's not even, or even the first step is, it just seems like
Admitting.
and it seems like they're so far away from like the basic as far as communing with Jesus, and you know, just with God on a daily basis. Like, it
Yeah.
seems like they're so far away from just that part.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just kind of like if you were to take a moment and just see, then you would see that everybody's not sleeping and everybody is experiencing
Yeah.
the same thing, and maybe we
Yep.
should have a conversation about it.
I think it's hard for people in general to accept their flaws and to say that, okay, I need correction.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially when you're a devout Christian or you've grown up in the church, you feel like you have to be perfect all the time. So
Right.
if someone tells you that you are flawed in some type of way,
Yeah.
you can take it offensively. And I feel like that's, just as humans, whether you be Buddhist, Muslim, whatever
Right.
your background is, it's just hard for people, I think, to just accept that there's something wrong with
Yeah,
it.
but it's
And
the most
ironically-
freeing thing when you realize
is.
that
It really
you are
is.
flawed. Like,
But-
look, I
First
like
of all,
to tell
I'm perfect,
people.
so I don't know
I
what they're
can't
talking
relate.
You
about.
said I'm
I can't-
perfect.
Hashtag unrelatable.
I'm pretty perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Actually, I'm here.
But what I don't get, the person that does that the most in this episode is Kevin. Kevin is the
Yeah.
one guy who's like, I'm got issues.
I'm
I am
flawed,
dealing with them.
But I'm
Right.
like, I'm human.
I'm
Yeah.
And everybody
human.
else is hiding
And
behind
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get help, and no one's meeting
Even
me
when
halfway.
we got
I
mad
got-
at Charity about the
Yep.
Jabari thing. The next day, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
to hear this.
And not saying that homosexuality is in any way, shape, or form a flaw, because
Right.
No, the flaw was I'm in a marriage. That's
Right.
the
Oh,
flaw.
right. I just
I'm
want to
a
make sure
fan.
there's no
Cheating on the
misinterpretation.
Low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he admitted to all that, and again, we're not going to get into this whole thing, but he admitted to all that, and he's trying, and it seems like nobody else. It almost seems like he's the one
Of all the
Yeah.
out of all the
characters,
who's
yeah.
actually awake, and everybody else is sleeping.
Yeah.
He's. I mean, I feel like he's wanting to better himself in any way that he
Yeah.
can for
Right.
his wife, which is what you should do for your spouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he?
I mean, but see,
Because if he's not really, if he's trying that hard and he's trying, then maybe he's just not really for her.
Right.
and that's the.
But he's giving it an effort. He's
Right.
giving
Right.
it the
Giving
effort
it
that no one
effort.
else
He's
is
doing exactly what his vows are telling him to do
Right.
as a Christian man.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's where it like I said, it goes back to that nurture versus nature situation. Like, if you are this way, then
But also, I didn't even
We
believe
talked about that
scene.
last
I didn't even
week, so
believe
let's-
that.
our fans were not. We went over time last week. I think we were,
Let's move on.
paid up
But-
until next
but
season.
it's a very deep layered
It's a
discussion.
layer,
Yeah.
And I
so-
didn't even really believe that, though. I didn't really believe in that moment that Charity with Kevin Wright, her shirt off, ready to go, would have actually said no. I felt like
Right.
I felt in reality she was like, well, let's just see what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
let's just see
Right,
how.
right.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Let's just try.
Yeah.
Took that
Yeah.
shirt off. I'm already in bed.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, I believed it. I believed that he really was like, no, like, I want to make love to you.
There was an
like,
emotion that
yeah,
he felt.
yeah.
At least try it, because you won't know until you try it.
So,
Right.
yeah, so I think she really
I've
said
heard
no.
that before.
I think she said no because that Jabari. So I think it's going to come when that house crashes down.
I think, and that's what I think is gonna hurt her, because she,
Yeah.
to herself, I think she's like, I'm gonna save this all for Jabari,
Yeah.
and I really think Jabari's
We
gonna hit
gonna-
her with the. So Kevin, is
Yeah.
you single? What?
Bam.
Is Grace the oldest?
Grace is no.
No, I thought it was.
Charity's the baby.
Yeah,
Charity's the
Charity's
baby.
baby.
And
Jacob's the oldest. Isn't
I
he?
think
Jacob
I thought
was-
Jacob was the oldest.
Maybe
I don't
it's
think
Grace.
so.
Maybe it's
No, I
Grace.
thought with the
Grace,
the sister
Faith.
who
Grace
died.
was
was
Grace,
the-
Jacob, Faith, Charity.
Yes.
I thought Faith was the baby. Well,
Yeah, I thought Faith
you
was
guys
the-
let us
I
know.
thought
Yeah.
Charity was the baby.
We
But
like.
either way- well, and here's why I'm asking though, because I keep thinking maybe, and hopefully I'm onto something. It could be that she was, Lady Mae was about to run off with the pastor, and then she found out she was pregnant with Grace.
Oh.
And that's why she never really liked her, because she's the one that brought
He's
her
a
right
cold
back into
man.
her life.
That's vicious.
I
That's
think
good.
That could be it. 'cause,
That boy good.
Like, you're the
Dang,
one
so
that
you
brought me
sleeping
back in.
with.
That's good, because
Yeah.
she.
No, it's still Bishop's child.
Oh,
but-
Well, no, I'm
I
saying,
can,
but would
I
she?
can double down on that.
Uh-oh.
Aaron and Gigi are twins.
Oh!
Stop. Hammer time. Did you hear that?
No. I'm trying to like conceive of that. No.
Wow.
Or Aaron is the baby that she really wanted.
No.
And Gigi's not the baby she wanted. All right, no, let's
Good night.
Let's bring it back. It's late, guys. It's late.
It's late. Right.
But Shaka, I think you might be on that.
That would be cute.
seems like
Something, because she has some type of grudge towards Gigi, and now that Lionel's back in the picture,
Yeah.
Aaron's kind of in the picture, it's something to do with her back in the day,
Something's
and
gonna
he
blow
thought
up.
he was gonna save her, and could be.
maybe that's
All
why.
right. Well,
Brought
I
her
just
right
want to
back.
say,
Woo!
Shaka, that's a good one. Thank you for joining us again this week.
That's right.
I
feel
gotta
good
hope
about
that's right.
myself.
Good with
I
TK.
feel so good about myself.
What?
Shaka's like, I hope that's
I
right.
mean, thank you, Shaka, for like we
Oh, she's so
we
petty,
appreciate
man.
we appreciate.
I can't. I
The
live
backstory
for
is
it.
Shaka was here for season 1. The rest of us are very new. There's some people who didn't really like the dynamic, but they were really happy that Shaka came and
they're
jealous.
very happy that
Yes.
you guys have brought
Yes.
the
I'm
twist here,
happy.
some unique
So I just kind of
perspective.
so
yeah.
that I just like wanna because I admit my flaws, so I just want to I
Oh,
really
no.
like the fact that
She is the master. She has a master's in petty. So,
Another
shade. A
master.
master's in shade.
it is
got
what
my-
it is.
We're all working on it.
Yeah.
Right.
We're
The
working on it.
business is
So
business.
let's reel it in. Predictions.
Wait.
Well, I made mine. I'm gonna leave that one on the table.
Okay.
So I'll look to the rest of you guys.
Actually, do you want to slip
What
in
can you
some-
predict?
What can you
Yeah.
what can
What
you
can I
predict?
Yeah,
Um,
please leak.
Oh wait. Kevin and Charity.
Yeah, that's where my prediction's going.
I'd say Kevin and Charity, not Kevin and Jabari, not Charity and Jabari. I don't see that happening. I think Lady Mae and this new is he a pastor or is he
Yeah,
a bishop?
pastor.
He's a pastor. I think what's going to come to light is actually going to be something a little bit more positive instead of being like a big negative secret that's going to come out. And I think Gigi's going to have a pleasant surprise pretty soon.
Ooh. Like a Kevin surprise, like
Like a,
Kevin's a
you said like,
Like,
you
you
know,
know,
like
like-
a Noah something?
Like
guy,
a Noah
a
surprise?
guy comes and takes off his shirt. That's
I like that.
That's true. That's true.
I was like,
Kevin's like, Charity's not working. Let me go to Gigi. That's what I said.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Kevin's surprised.
Like a
I
Noah
can't.
surprise.
Right, like a
You
Noah.
know, I can't speak to that.
Okay. We'll just hope.
Yeah.
Right.
Follow me on Instagram.
All right.
all right.
Let's see. Prediction. You guys are all good. Like, you guys are just coming left and right with them. I think also not a Charity and Jabari. I think my poor little Charity gonna get that little heart broken again. And I think she's gonna have high expectations about Jabari, and then I was gonna say something inappropriate, but I was gonna curse.
Kiki boom boom.
Say something inappropriate. I was gonna never mind. But yeah, and with Kevin, I don't know what's gonna happen with Kevin. Like, I feel like once him and Charity separate, hopefully he'll be able to.
Seems like he'll be the happiest out of everybody.
Yeah, he'll be able to live his life and do
Like,
his
so,
thing.
so do you think he'll be with guys or women?
Maybe both. I'm hoping that, if he can just admit to himself, like, you know what, I actually like both, instead of be like, I don't like men. You do. Just either
Right.
you're bisexual, either you're bisexual and you're gonna be happy being with men and women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Even if he gets with another woman, it doesn't mean he does not like men.
Yeah.
He's just gonna move on to someone else. So I would love
And
to
then
see
Charity's
him.
gonna be mad again.
She's gonna be upset, but
She always loses.
he did lie.
Yeah.
He lied about the trust thing. Lady Mae. Lady Mae. I feel like with this new, I feel like something's up with Aaron. I don't know if it's because he's her mystery baby. Maybe Auntie Oprah knows something. I feel like something big is gonna come out about Aaron and Lionel, and I'm gonna be sad to see Bishop. I don't think they're gonna break up, but to know something happened with his guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's nothing like worse than you see like somebody so much in love and so invested that long to like you see the heartbreak.
Yeah.
And he's such a great actor that I could like we're gonna
Yes.
be like
I feel like I'm gonna
we're
shed
gonna
a few
feel it.
tears.
Yeah.
Shed a few tears. But the episodes are just getting better. The show's an amazing show.
Yeah.
So every episode, I'm like, dang.
Explosive,
It's
right?
getting crazy. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for.
But I hope it doesn't get like so crazy, like soap opera crazy, where like the
They were
long
twins.
Yeah, the long last baby.
Gigi and Aaron were twins.
No, because then it'll just kill because like what I do like about it is showing a black church and showing
Yeah.
that there are flaws.
Yeah.
Because you see it and some pastors give off that feeling like, okay, well, we're perfect. Not they don't give it off, but they kind of give that air that we're
Yeah.
perfect. And then everybody else in the congregation's like, well, we're not, and we're doing it with all these issues. And so it shows that there's a flaws within the church. That's what I really like about it. So I want to definitely hope it keeps true to life.
Yeah, I think it's played pretty truthfully. Every now and then I get nervous that they're
Yes.
about to make a choice. And
Like
we're
it's a little bit too much.
Too
Like,
much.
But they always go the
But they've been
opposite
doing
direction.
really
Yeah,
good.
they're
They've
always
been
like-
doing really
They bring you to
good.
the edge and they're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, bring it all back.
Yeah.
But it's getting great, so I'm excited to see what's to come.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm gonna predict something and something totally
I
different's
know,
gonna happen.
that's
so.
how I feel too. But no, I mean, I think that Kevin and Charity are going to become really good friends. I think they're going to learn how to co-parent, and I feel like in that last scene with them, that was very intimate when they had their heads against one another.
Right.
I feel like Charity is starting to understand. I know, but see,
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna become a very healthy relationship, and they're gonna be able to revive themselves as the episode was gone. But okay,
Look how she did
and,
that.
right,
Look
okay.
how she did that.
Yes.
For real, because Carissa and Jacob, like, they've revived their relationship.
Yeah,
They're a
they
lot
went down a
stronger.
freaky street.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
I was scared for them for
And
a
they're
moment.
But they
vows-
stayed together.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
But I mean, one is not sexually attracted to, you know. But
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, and I think Sophia, now that she's baptized and now that she's kind of encompassing or engulfing herself in the church, I think she's gonna become very, very active.
Right.
Nice.
And then I think that Gigi's gonna find some way to detain Mac.
Okay. So,
Oh, yeah, Mac.
will we be?
kidnapping.
In some way,
You
or
never know.
I mean, with the police's influence.
Yeah. So will we
Yeah.
be invited to your baptism?
Of course.
Yeah.
This is not in the works, but you
Oh,
know.
I
We
mean,
might- it
if
might
you
be-
want to do it during
'Cause we
the
can do
season,
it here.
We
Oh,
could-
you want to do it here?
Wow.
No.
I think.
I mean, I know. So,
No, thank you.
but-
Could we
Went
get
all
Keith
the way
David in?
there.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
What?
Get
I can't.
Pastor Greenleaf. Keep David in here. Are you ordained?
I can't be if I go online.
Right.
$39.
No,
So
no.
tune in next week, guys.
Right. No.
Baptized in boom.
There's
Boom.
no prediction for that. You are not getting a baptism next week. But
But
yeah.
can we get it in the season? Like, can we do like a live chat?
I
while
would,
you're-
I feel like my
Package
baptism
that.
would be a little bit more personal, a little bit more between,
With you
intimate
and the
between
close
God.
fans and
Yeah,
God.
and your fans.
No, thank you. But you guys can tell me how you feel in the comments. It's not gonna happen, but it doesn't. But,
Next week,
What
like,
if
well,
she
we
gets
got
10
that swimming
comments?
pool in
right,
here.
right, right,
Go ahead and pour some holy water.
right.
Wow.
We've covered it all.
Sad. Right.
Aliens.
Yeah, right. It's gonna come pick up the church and fly away, and then
Well then. Wow. Okay, I just need to.
Need to take a minute.
It's a lot. It's a lot, and we're
All right.
4 episodes
Yes.
in.
Yeah, we're 4 episodes in. So, Ben,
Yes.
thank you for coming in.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
so
for
much.
having me.
Where
This is-
can people find you?
people can find me on Instagram at Benjamin Patterson all day,
Ew.
and on Twitter at Ben Just Creates, and Facebook is my name, Benjamin Patterson, with a check mark. Pat.
And then any like products or projects that you want to tell us about?
Not yet.
Okay.
okay.
Musically, we know you're a musician.
Musically,
Yeah.
yes. They'll. I'll say just when you follow, you'll see there's a few little leaks here and there, but around May, it'll be
Okay.
popping.
Keeping it popping.
And definitely come hang out with us
Yeah.
again.
Oh, yeah.
Come
yeah.
hang out with us.
Yeah.
We'll put a bunch of packages together and act all crazy. So
Yeah.
definitely come
Right.
hang out with us.
I can't wait till you put these back. Please do something for us this week, please.
Oh,
I
the
can't.
fans will kill me.
But I mean, just personally. Just have you. Where can they find you?
Yes, guys, I'm Nakia Monet. Thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for being in the comments, all the feedback. We love you guys. Thank you so much to Ben. You can find me on all social media at
She
Kiki
said
Boom
love.
Boom.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ben, for coming. My
Thank
name
you.
is Raquel Harris, and you can find me on all social media at Raquel Harris TV.
And my name is Shaka Smith. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Shaka Strong.
Thank you again, Shaka, and baptism for Raquel.
Not here, but yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. I really appreciate it. Love all your comments. They're getting more positive than negative, so appreciate that. But we definitely read it. We definitely want to get better every episode, and each episode of Greenleaf is just getting better on top of that. So
Yes.
keep rocking with us. My name is TK Trinidad. You can find me on everything at TK Trinidad, just TK, no extra letters. Trinidad.
It's TEA.
Yeah.
T-E-E.
Oh, TEE.
K-A-Y.
Right.
No, just
Right.
2 letters.
TK.
Yeah.
Package that.
Yeah,
Package that. Hashtag package that.
At TK Trinidad, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you, Ben.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio, Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.